Welcome back to Rabid Noise on Rabbit Radio. That was Breaking Skin by Nonpoint. And joining me on the program now is Elias Soriano from Nonpoint. Thanks for joining us, man. What's happening?
What's going on, Nev? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, good, man. Really good, thanks. Well, the last time we saw you guys down here was Soundwave 2011, right?
Yes, it was.
So, that was a great year, actually. You know, we had Iron Maiden and Primus and Devil Driver and, of course, you guys. What are you looking forward to about coming back down for this run?
Looking forward to getting in front of the fans again. Fans were definitely very excited about us being there and were really receptive and definitely moved around. So it was something that we were looking forward to getting in front of again.
Awesome, man. Well, do you prefer festivals to venue tours?
I love all shows, honestly. Australian fans are amazing, so I really love doing the festivals there.
You did some sideways as well with Devil Driver last time, was that right?
Yes.
How was that compared to the shows, or was it all across the board? It was just great turnouts.
Yeah, all across it was great. You know, doing shows with the Boys and Devil were awesome. I actually got a chance to hang out with Des quite a bit on that last run. We happen to share management now here in the States, so it's going to be fun to get on stage with those boys again.
Awesome, man. Well, it must be tricky to, come up with a set list for a festival tour after, 8 albums, especially, when you've got certain fans that, they want to hear, some obscure stuff, Do you find that it's sort of tricky?
Yeah, we just do nothing but Metallica covers. That's all we want to do. Straight Metallica, nothing but Metallica, and a Slayer song, one Slayer song. No, for us it's easy for us. We pick out a bunch of favorites and then we pick songs that we know are going to move the crowd. But that's really what the set's all about.
But you get those fans sometimes. They'll start screaming out. Songs that you don't usually play. How do you usually deal with that?
Poison darts. We have a guy, one of our crew guy has a poison dart flume, and we just take them out. You got to take them out early before they start, getting other crowd members behind.
That's a good way. That is a good way. Just put them to sleep for a bit and before
it's easy else. And clean. It's easy and clean, man.
Well, man, you've been doing this for a hell of a long time. Even, on your professional level, do you find it easier to be in a band these days than, when you first started out, considering, the changes in the industry and things like that?
Easier for our band, because we've been around long enough that we've kind of got our feet wet and have our name out there long enough, and people know our show, and hopefully we've gained some kind of level of respect amongst our peers and in the industry as a whole. So, we're lucky, and it's a little bit easier for us on that end. It's definitely harder, I think, for bands to break nowadays. A lot fewer options and a lot less money in the game. So, it's harder for bands to really develop themselves without really doing it, the very, very first go around and getting it absolutely perfect. I still, on the sentiment that not everyone was a rock star the day that they were born. People slowly become who they are and who they were meant to be, and it's not at the same pace as everyone else. And the industry is sometimes a little unforgiving when it comes to new bands, and there's not a lot of room for new bands to grow or even really to get showcased nowadays. So, I definitely tip my hat to the struggles that up and coming bands deal with nowadays.
It is a bit of a shame, isn't it? Because I remember checking you guys out years ago.
It really is. Yeah, it's gotten to that point where we try to do everything that we can to help the newer bands, but everyone's struggling for those same 8 slots that they give out of the 250 slots on radio that gets played that they give to new bands. They really don't give any slots to newer music or new bands. It's really about classic rock and music over the last 20 years and 25 years, as opposed to new music that's hitting radio these days.
Well, that's why we try and mix it up here at Rabbit Radio. We'll always play like a local band mixed in with some of the big guys like you, So, hopefully it does give a chance for, your fans to check out some of the little guys too.
Yeah, it's the way we got found. I mean, somebody took notice, one of the local radio stations that, I got to give, it's not the DJ's fault. It's not, it's sometimes it's how things are programmed and the way things are, set up at the radio station. So it's a lot of times there's really no control over it. So, what we try to do is we just try to write the best song that we possibly can. And, whenever we do interviews, we tell people about new bands and, new songs, that we're coming across. Like right now, there's a band called Crowbot that is just amazing live. That I mention now on interviews just because, I think that band deserves a little notoriety.
They're great, Crowbot. I dig those guys.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see them down here. I'd really love to see those guys live. Have you played with them?
Yeah, actually, just recently we got a chance to play with them again. Great live band. Those guys do it, man. Those guys definitely do it live, and it's fun to watch.
Oh, man, I can't wait to check them out. So, well, your latest album, The Return, is, it's your 8th studio album. How do you find the process going into writing and recording after so many albums? Do you find does it get easier after doing it for so long? Sometimes it's easier for a song to come together. When you notice something that's really good, it's easier to catch something that I think I can attach to a little faster. The things that feel really, really comfortable, they really, reach out and slap me in the butt and go, hey, you definitely want to start singing over top of this. That's gotten easier over the years. But songwriting in general is the difficulty of said song really rests on what kind of song it is. It depends on what kind of song I'm writing, how easy I want it to be, and how straightforward I want it to be. Sometimes we want to take it deeper lyrically and, melodically. So, it really depends on the song. But, over the years, it's definitely not lost any steam, when it comes to something that I love to do. Well, I got to say, the new album, it's great. I really like the track Razors, and I've been spinning that quite a lot on the show. Are you guys playing that on this upcoming tour? We haven't been, but it's definitely one of the favorites of all of us. We played it on the short run that we did just before this run coming up. But we may add it on to our set for Australia, especially since you're spinning it. So I'll definitely let the boys know. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I'd love to hear that one live. Of course, along with the, all your classic stuff too. But I know that's the one that really jumped out to me. I really like, the vocals in it. What you've done with it there. It's mad. Thank you. Well, it's definitely one of the ones I love to do too. I love to sing that song live. It's a lot of fun to do live. Awesome. Well, as mentioned before, you're going to be here for the Soundwave tour in Feb, and this lineup looks pretty damn amazing because we've got it over 2 days now, so we're pretty lucky. Who are you looking forward to seeing when you're not playing or hanging out with? I'm looking forward to seeing the new Slipknot set. Those guys are back and definitely tearing it up. So I got to catch a little clip of them live on TV the other day. So looking forward to catching that live in Australia. Yeah, that's going to be a really cool set, I think, especially with the new guys and see what they can do and what they bring to the table as well. And and of course Judas Priest, one of my favorite bands. That'll be that's awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. The boys in Priest. I got to do the Ozfest over here with Halford
and his band. So, and he came out to see us every day that we played on stage. So, but yeah, definitely looking forward to running into those boys again.
That's awesome, man. The Metal God. I can't wait, man. It's going to be, I've been counting it off on my calendar. So, yeah, it's going to be
unreal.
huge.
It's unreal.
Yeah, man. Well, can we expect some side shows like last time?
Hope so. I haven't heard any word about them, but if we do, amazing. If not, then, hey, more drinks for me.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Bit of downtime as well and catch some waves or something.
No doubt. Definitely going to hit the beach.
Yeah, it's the way to do it, man. Well, we're going to the track Razors from The Return now. Thanks so much for hanging with us tonight, man, and we'll see you in Feb for Soundwave.
No problem, Nev. Thank you, man. I appreciate the interview.